Where are you from?
I'm from West Cornwall, Connecticut.
How did you get started with the knife making and sharpening business?
Well, a friend of mine who's a chef said, Nick, your knives are always so sharp at home. Why don't you go down to the West Cornwall Farmers Market? It's where the covered bridge is on the Housatonic. And sit down there and sharpen some knives. So that was 3 years ago, and I do this part-time. I do a couple of farmers markets. My prices are more expensive than some of the restaurant supply prices, but my sharpening is much better. Let's do a demonstration. Sir, would you pick this knife up?
Yeah.
3 fingers and put your fingers right on the blade. It's not a cleaver. Doesn't that feel good? Cut a thin slice.
And Doug is a knife.
Tomato. And just tell me what that feels like.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
Yeah, that is.
Now, Doug, put your hand on the cutting board. You won't even feel it. Just chop it off. Just chop a finger.
This is my own modified version. I call them Sheng Fuis. Go ahead, right there. Put your fingers just like that. It's so light and controllable. Cut a thin slice off that tomato. That's nice steel. Of course, it's been sharpened by Nippy knife. No knife you're going to get from straight from manufacturer, unless Japanese, will be sharp like that. I'm not making fun of Persian people. Sometimes I cut some of them like that. What else would you like to know?
So you've been coming to the market for 3 years?
I've been coming to this market for 2 years. They have a small farmers market up in West Cornwall. It's where the Housatonic goes on the covered bridge. And I sell knives, I sharpen knives, and I also have that old pedal grinder because people bring in stuff that's super dull. Yeah. And a lot of times I would have to start with a file. Just a big old file to get the knives sharp enough to sharpen. And that gets real tiring on the thumb.
Oh yeah.
Real tiring. And so there'd be like 10 knives, and where's my knives,
Yeah.
So I put them on that contraption, and I believe that funny shaped stone on that, farmer told me that it was used for some kind of cutting blade, not a scythe. Sometimes it's for sharpening some special farming thing. But I get on there and I grind them, and then I have 3 stones that I use here.
There's different whetstones.
Coarse, medium, and fine.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when I'm done with that, I use a really fine stone, and then I finish with a stropping compound, which is really, it's the secret of having a razor-sharp knife. Basically, you get a steel polishing compound, and I just put it on a piece of fairly hard paper. Let's use this. Sometimes you can make up sticks. Knives for sale. Try these and weep. You try these, you want to throw your other knives away. And I just take the knife.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And you can see the steel coming off. This is just a very fine abrasive. Now you can go finer and finer. This green is a chromium oxide. This basically leaves the knife razor sharp, which is good enough for most normal human beings. Then there are the abnormal people like me. You can take another compound, like, if I have it looking in here, my jeweler's rouge. Somewhere in here I have some. It's brown. That'll make it even sharper, but the difference in sharpness isn't worth it if you were shaving it. Who'd like to cut this piece of paper with this knife?
Is that a Kirk?
It's not a cleaver. Now, start at the back, put the knife right back, and then soft it.
Whoa! Nice.
Yeah. That's a Sheng Fui. This is an all-purpose Chinese chef's knife. I cut the fronts off. Once people get used to using this, you slice up your veg, then you can scoop them up. Being careful not to scoop up your finger. Right in the pan. Like when I come home and my leg is sore and I'm tired and I want to cook a bunch of veg or something real quick, I pick this thing up. Slice, 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 scoop, crush the garlic, and if it's one of the square ones, you can use it as a spatula.
Wow.
But people are getting used to these.
So what would you say the best thing about this business is?
Well, I don't have to cook anything and bring it here. I thought of making like Nick the Knife barbecue sauce, and I have friends that do, go to markets and bring pastries and aromatic oils. It's such a nuisance to cook something and sell it, and then you're supposed to have a certified kitchen by the state, and then you got to have labels, and everything has to be sanitary, and it has to be. And then you bring it, and you get like $6 or $8 for a jar of Nick the Knife barbecue sauce. This way, I charge $1.25 an inch for most knives. I get like $10 a knife, and the people get a knife that's just about razor sharp. And I get to do a little performing.
Which is always fun.
Yeah, especially when they cut the tomato.
Yeah.
Good. You good?